No, this cannot be. Is this where I finally die? It can't be. Ugh.
No! I lost, you guys!
One down, two to go. Victory is all but mine. Get real. With Neptune out of the game, none of you stand a chance against me.
Come on, it sucks when you all gang up on me just 'cause I'm awesome. You're all cheater belly eaters.
What a rude accusation to make. We all inadvertently had the same goal in mind.
Times like this should give you a glimpse into who you are as a person and how you act in your daily life.
Aw, I really wanted to play too. I'm as sorry as a cat, Nep Jr. It's a 4-player game, so...
You received your comeuppance for barging in when it was your sister's turn.
Just a second, I'll win this round real quick.
Okay, one more game. If I let you all win every time, it'll make Planetoon's CPU look like a loser. Round 2, fight! Huh?
The battle is not initiating. What is this buggy screen?
Only Purple Heart is showing up. None of ours are even loading. Neptune, did you break the game?
I did nothing of the sort. I selected my titular character and pushed the start button like always.
Then it's a freeze bug, no? I had this game myself, but I've never had this happen to me. And the place it loaded your character into, it looks like a dungeon, doesn't it?
Now that you mention it, it does. Why would there be data for a dungeon in a fighting game?
Perhaps the developers reused an old engine and the assets were left in. Or an update file was installed? Neptune, can you control your character at all?
I've been mashing all the buttons the whole time you've been talking, but she's stuck.
I see. As a gamer, I would love to explore this restricted area. But at this rate...
Oh, if that's all it is, then I have the perfect gizmo to help. Ta-da! My special head-mounted super full-dive immersive controller. I call it the Nebulous Grift. Temp.
A controller you wear on your head? It looks like any other VR headset. What's different about this one? Could this be the device that we have all dreamed of? Does it allow you to dive into a game by wearing it?
Yes. A certain game industry journalist recommended a young adult novel about online game worlds to me. I had to try. And since the controller doesn't have its own software, I made a universal dongle to let it work with any device. Long story short, we can use it to intervene in a game, whether it's bugged or frozen or anything really.
Neptune, since when has your sister been this much of a machine-loving and tinkerer character?
Nep Jr.'s machine fetish was innocent enough that it didn't get in the way of her cuteness. How'd it end up this way? Wait! Is it because of the new route they added into Rebirth 2, where she and Uni worked on a machine together? Is this entire subplot based on that one route where her tinkering really took off?
Don't ask me, and leave my sister out of this! Nepgear, may I please use that device to dive into this game?
Well, I just finished development on it this morning. It's untested, so I don't think anyone can use it.
I see. In that case...
Whoa! Lights out! What's happening?
What the goodness, Vert? I just said it hadn't been tested yet! What are you doing?
As Purple Heart is shown on screen, I believe Neptune standing as the protagonist will keep her safe.
The logic of a gamer.
Don't blame me if something happens. Let me see. Is this the headset start button? And push.
Hey! What sort of situational comedy situation have you situated me in, Vert? But, this could be a cool thing to experience. So this is what it's like to be inside a game, huh?
Dive success!
Oh, thank goodness.
Still, what a ridiculous scenario. She looks like her HDD form, but her personality and voice is Neptune's.
Oh, you're right! Wow! Is this my body after transforming? I never noticed. Yippee skippy! This is totally a new experience for me! Whee!
This is too weird. Neptune, can you just act like your HDD self for me?
I don't know if I can or not, but I'll give it a try, passerby!
How does this sound?
I figured there was nothing to lose by asking, but I never thought you'd manage to pull it off. Okay, this feels more natural. Neptune, can you move around?
As you can see, my movement is not restricted in the slightest. Neptunior, I am impressed. This feels real.
Oh, golly! My big sister praised me! Yay!
However, remaining in this form and using this personality is quite tiresome.
Oh, snappy snap. It's way more comfy to laze about in this bod.
What? You changed back somehow!
Of course she did. This fighting game has an HDD transformation system as one of its mechanics. Anything is possible in games.
Well, now that I'm back to my usual carefree self, let's start this investigation, free of cares. Seriously, you guys, what's up with this place?
It's a bugged area, isn't it? Either that or it's a different game's dungeon assets mixed in.
Do you think? Something's buggering me, though.
Be careful, Neptune! Something's coming your way!
My way? But there can't be anything here other than my fine self. It's a succulent beast! What is this thing? Was this ever in one of our games?
No, no such monster exists in the Neptunia franchise.
An irregular existence. Either it's a bug or some kind of virus in the game's code.
A virus? I suppose it's possible. Maybe the area Neptune's exploring was made by that same virus then.
It is a tad hasty to jump to that conclusion. But the enemy is intent on fighting, so shall it be.
Hang on! We don't even know what this thing is! Can I even beat it?
You're in a game, it'll be fine.
Why are you acting so casual and vague now, of all times? If I lose, I might seriously die. Die in the game, die in real life. That kind of horror premise exists.
Oh! Maybe if you fight it, I can extract some really neato combat data from the game's code.
Perfect.
Are you gabbing gals even listening? Are you lippy ladies ignoring me? Can't you flippin' females hear me?
Okie dokie. I've connected my Endgear to the headset. I should be able to extract the enemy's data now.
You heard the plan, Neptune. Get fighting.
Ah, fine. I'm gonna use my attack spamming suicide strategy. Oh, that was easier than eating. It's worth it to try stuff out. Did you get your data, Nep Jr.?
Yes! It went perfect thanks to you! So this is the data structure they used? What the goodness?
What is the matter, Nepgear? Is the data corrupt?
No. The data is perfectly fine. And I've analyzed it without issue. But, well, this is...
Gah, annoying! Just spit it out already!
Your opponent is a sentient virus.
Huh?
When you say virus, you speak of the computer kind and not an illness, yes?
Right. I don't know why it exists, but I'm positive it's behind the reason why our game got messed up. The virus seems to have built this dungeon area via a network connection.
I read something similar to this in a book years ago.
Crazy cakes. You're telling me that it's the virus's fault that my sweet battling CPU's game got all buggy? Expect no forgiveness.
Neptune seems legitimately angry for once.
Well, duh. I scrimped and saved my measly allowance for many moons to buy the game and console, so this sucks.
Your allowance?
If Neptune has uncontrolled access to money, she buys every game she sees. So Isti put her on an allowance.
Planetoon CPUs are so weird.
Okay, it's settled. I'm gonna do the quarantine thing and delete them all. Any more baddies around, Nep Jr.?
I'm scanning the data, and I'm seeing a lot in the vicinity. But, I mean a lot. This might be tough, even for you.
Numbers aren't important to me. A CPU won't bend or break against some dinky dingus of a virus.
If she had this drive all the time, Histoire probably wouldn't get so many stomach ulcers from the stress.
Wait, my end gear is reacting.
What is it this time?
One super strong reaction came through the far end of the dungeon area. Maybe it's the root of the virus.
Nicely analyzed, my tech-savvy tinkerer of a sister. I'm gonna vent all my rage onto them for breaking my game.